Alright, so I'll give you a little tip or hint, couple maybe, on the all-on-4 impression and how I treat it in my lab. A custom tray in this regard, for this case, those of you who have been to my courses know that I usually make a duplicate denture custom tray, but this case is being driven by a custom tray made by the dental office, and it has Nobel implant parts in it. And what I'll show you today is a little trick that I do. The big thing here is that we are trying to maintain the accuracy of the pickup impression, and the best way to do that is to not move these around, not to move them in the impression, and we need to isolate them. So the first thing I do when I get an impression in like this is that I sterilize it, of course, and then once it's been sterilized, then I'll go or disinfected I should say, and then I'll go and I'll check around the interface to make sure that no impression material has lopped over the interface, and if it has, I'll push it out of the way. But in this case I don't see any, so I think we're good to go. There might be one right here. Once you've determined and pushed away what you have to in order to attach your replica, is you go to your little plastic container. I'll just do one for you here just to show you. The way I do it is I'll take it by hand and I'll place it in position, and then I will take a pair of flat-nosed pliers and I will grab, and then I will take my smile line driver for this Nobel part and I will place it. Now notice what I'm doing is I'm turning it and I'm holding the abutment in place, and the reason I'm doing that is because if I didn't grab on here and I just turned it, the chances are that I could turn it and I could turn it in the impression, and I don't want it to turn in the impression. So by isolating it and holding on to it this way, I can tighten it to the point where I want it to be. Okay, and we're good to go. So again, what we're doing is we're isolating by holding on to it this way, and we're tightening it like that. So nothing's moving. The abutment's being held, and the screw that I'm turning, it's being held. It's independent of the impression. If I didn't hold on to this and I got to a certain point and I wanted to tighten it, the possibility of it turning, losing position, or its reference point increases, and I want to eliminate any chance of slop. So anyways, really fast, easy kind of thing to remember when you're placing those. Bye.